Hello, welcome back. It's LPGrodus here, and with me I got
Bloodocean07.
Yeah, for a co-commentation.
Yep.
So you said
this game's like pretty. Is it like recent?
No, this game is really old. It's from the 90s.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the Castlevania game that refined the Metroidvania series for future Castlevanias.
Oh wow.
That dominated the Castlevania market for such a long time.
So is this a boss you're fighting?
Yeah, it's a giant bat. We're in the reverse castle, and in the reverse castle most of the bosses are the original 5 from the first Castlevania actually.
Oh cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat actually.
So is this like the actual boss of this castle, or is it like a mini boss?
No, this is like an actual boss.
Oh cool.
There are several bosses in this game. It kind of have you played Metroid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of works like Metroid in the term of map system.
Oh nice.
And sometimes in areas there will be a boss somewhere in the area.
So there'll be like more than one in like one whole like map or area.
Yeah, the entirety of the map is the entire castle, but they have sub-areas as well.
Oh, nice.
So unlike Metroid, where they switch up the map whenever you leave a world or something, this game actually has the entirety of the world showcased on the map at once.
Is that skull like a helper?
Yeah, that is actually a ghost familiar. He kind of works like a summon. He will help us in battle and whatnot. And as Alucard, the main character, levels up, he will also level up alongside. And you have different familiars, of course, which all are useful for different things. For example, it's one that helps out finding secret areas and use items and whatnot. While there are others who will help you attack and stuff like that.
That sounds very helpful.
Yeah, it is actually.
It's like most like enemies, or not enemies, most like allies, they like don't really do much for you. They're just kind of there.
Yeah, but they still help out with attacks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they're not completely useless. For example, you need some familiars to get access to certain areas in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you don't have them, you can't access those areas. If you're going for 100% map, of course, or in this case 200% since we have unlocked the inverted castle and all. And the inverted castle is essentially the same castle but just upside down.
Oh. Is just the castle upside down, or is it like everything, like including enemies here?
There are completely new enemies and bosses and whatnot as well. The inverted castle is a bit tougher than the regular castle after all.
Yeah, I would imagine so. There's like the same map virtually, just like flipped upside down.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool.
So if you know where all the secrets are in one of the castles, then it's on the opposite side of the regular castle or other castle.
So it can be kind of easy if you know where everything is at.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as you know where to go and all, you shouldn't have too much of an issue with it, really. The only problem I have with Inverted Castle is that it's so damn boring.
I'd imagine because it's the same place, just like inverted.
Yeah. Then again, there's another Castlevania that have the same gimmick with 2 castles. But in that game the castle looks exactly the same, just with different sets of enemies and different set of bosses.
Oh.
then again, I do prefer that over this. But that's just me, I suppose. Also here we have a life max up. They will refill our HP to max.
Well, looks like you're not getting too much damage anyways.
Yeah. But the more health you have, the better, essentially.
Yeah.
And just like the original Castlevania, the sub-weapons use hearts as ammunition. If you have played the original Castlevania, I mean.
I haven't played the original one.
Okay. Have you played any of the Castlevania games, or?
I think I have like the demo on the 3DS one. But that's like the only one. I haven't played any of like the originals.
Yeah, I have actually yet to play that one for the 3DS. Whenever I have tried to buy it, it's actually been sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But as far as I've heard, it's actually on the PSN as well, so I've been thinking of getting it there instead.
Yeah. But like what is your actual like goal for right now, other than like killing enemies and getting your way through?
Finding a way to get to the final boss and stop Dracula. You actually play as Alucard, Dracula's son.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So you have to like go and like find him and then kill him?
Yeah, here in the inverted castle you actually need to find 5 artifacts or 4 items which belongs to Dracula, and with those you can actually open up the core of the castle. And you need all of these items in order to beat the game, of course. So there are a total of 5 enemies, I mean 5 bosses, I think, which you need to kill in order to access the final boss in this game.
So
in the inverted castle, of course.
You get the artifacts like from the bosses?
Yeah. For example, from the giant bat which we fought before, I got the Ring of Lad.
How many more do you have left?
I have 4 left, if there's a total of 5.
Okay, so you're basically like just starting this area?
Yeah, in the last episode I actually got to the inverted castle.
Oh, okay.
And I also did get the bad ending.
So is there actually like good and bad endings, like depending on what you do?
Yeah. For example, there's a boss. If you kill that boss, you will actually get the bad ending.
Like, why would you not want to kill a boss?
Because he's actually good, but he's controlled by the bad guy.
Oh. So is there like an alternate way to like defeat him without killing him?
Yeah, you actually need to equip a certain item which makes it possible for you to see a green little orb. And you need to destroy that orb in order to get the good ending, or getting towards the good ending.
Are you really like trying at all for like a good or bad ending?
I am going for the good ending, since that's essentially beating the game the way it's intended.
Oh, nice.
But I got the bad ending just to show it off.
Oh, okay. I always find it like interesting when games have good or bad endings.
Yeah. The
like
2D Metroidvania style Castlevanias usually have more than just one ending.
Yeah. Like makes
also,
like
the thing I'm doing. Yeah,
like,
the thing I'm doing now is I'm hitting these cogs, which will open up a secret area for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So
like whenever
what I'm looking
whenever a game
here. What?
So whenever a game has like options for like a good or bad ending, or like choices, that makes it more like personal.
Yeah. It also gives them more replayability.
That's true.
Did I mention that I really hate this area due to all the enemies and Medusa heads?
Well, I don't think you said you hated it, but I remember you said it was boring.
Yeah, the castle itself, but this area I'm in right now, it's really annoying due to all the Medusa heads.
Oh yeah.
And since they're golden, they will petrify me when I hit them.
So they're even harder to kill.
Well, if you get hit by them, they are simply annoying. As you can see, I just turned to stone again.
Oh yeah. So basically you just have to like avoid them.
Yeah, and that is not as easy as it sounds. Especially when they come from the walls where you're standing towards. It can be a bit hard to actually see them.
Yeah, and plus you're constantly moving, so it's, like, it's hard to see anything.
Yeah. Especially when you fall right back down to the bottom floor.
Oh yeah.
That is the most annoying part about it.
Yeah, I can see why like someone would like rage quit on this part.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't call it as bad as Castlevania 3, I think it is. Where you have Medusa heads coming towards you, the floor is cracking down below you, and you have Axe Knights, which takes 9 hits to kill.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently there's one cog that is not pushed in the correct way, which is slightly annoying.
So you know like where all the secret areas are?
Yes, I do actually. Until recently I did not know that, but now since I found everything in the regular castle, I do know where everything is.
Are they like revealed to you like when it's like normal but you just can't access it yet?
No, it's revealed and you can actually enter it. But in order to get all of the map, you actually need to do it twice. One in the normal castle and one in the reversed castle. And I'm turned to stone again, of course I am.
Yeah. Can you like turn into like a bat like forever, how long you want to, or is it like a times thing?
I have a magic meter. When it goes out, I can no longer turn into a bat.
Oh.
Okay, that one is opened. There we go, that one is also opened, which means the door should be open now. Damn it, why can I stop taking damage like this?
Medusa says they're just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, they are very annoying. And I can't say it was worth it, or, well, I suppose it's worth it with the sunstones, since the sunstones increases my powers.
Oh, nice.
Or it should do, actually.
Yeah, I'd always like hate that.
Oh
if,
no,
like,
wait, it's the moonstone, never mind.
Yeah. I'd hate that if like you're doing like all this work for something and like the reward is like something stuff that you don't even need.
Yeah, it's a tad bit annoying, but what can you do? I still get the map percentage, which is good, since it increases my defense on the armor I currently have equipped. Since this game has a RPG element to it. With levels and whatnot.
Yeah.
And equipment and items. So killing enemies is very good. Even if they give you a low amount of EXP.
Yeah.
It all adds up after all. Pretty much like every other RPG. In that sense.
Would you consider this like an RPG?
Somewhat, due to the level system and whatnot.
Yeah. It's like also like a side scroller.
Yeah. And this is one of the places where the inverted castle is very annoying. Where in order to access everything you actually need to jump up to certain areas just like this.
Oh yeah. So, like see parts of the map that you probably wouldn't easily see.
Yeah. For example, here you fall down, and when you fall down you fall to the bottom, which is very annoying. But oh well, if you want 100% of the map, you gotta do it after all.
Are you going for 100% of everything?
I am trying to, but not sure if I will. I don't think I will reach max level actually, because that's not really necessary to beat the game.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to relics and equipable items and whatnot, I will try to do my best. But I doubt I will get everything actually. But who knows, maybe I will get everything.
Is there like a lot of collectibles?
Oh yes, there is. Not only are there item pickups and whatnot, we also have health upgrades and heart upgrades. And of course the map counts as 100%.
Yeah.
And lastly we have all the relics. Which is not a requirement to beat the game, but you do want to get most of them actually.
But that enemy looked pretty easy.
Yeah, none of the enemies so far is too difficult to take out. They will become a little bit more difficult as we progress, but as of yet they are quite easy. Now the dragon helm I just picked up, it actually increases our attack as well as some other things. So equipping it is a great boon if you want high attack power. And that will be everything on the map. Awesome.
Nice.
Or in this area rather. Now what this is a corridor which works as a loading screen.
Oh.
It's instead of having now loading
yeah.
screens.
I think a lot of like side scrollers will have that.
Yeah, most of them. Some unfortunately doesn't, but most of them have. Anyhow, we have recorded for quite a while, so I think this is a good point to end of the episode. So, this has been LPGrodus and
Bloodocean07.
yeah, thanks for joining me here.
Bye.
See ya.